We are going to talk today about the Ronald McDonald House of New York, a home away from home for children treated for cancer in the city. So many have heard about what is called the house, but do we really know what is the purpose of that house and how it operates? To discuss that, I'm glad to have today William Sullivan. Bill Sullivan is the president and the CEO of the Ronald McDonald House of New York since April of 2005, I believe.
That's correct, yep.
Prior to that, Bill spent 23 years with the Boy Scouts of America, where he became Director of Development and Chief Operating Officer. I should add, on a side note, that Bill is a cancer survivor.
That's correct.
I'm also glad to have with us Jef Campion. Jef Campion is a volunteer at the Ronald McDonald House. He's a Thursday night team leader.
Correct.
He's also, among other functions, chairman of Team Ronald McDonald,
Right.
public school speaker, and last but not least, chairman of an upcoming volunteer gala, which you will tell us a little bit about.
Right. Imagine.
Imagine. But gentlemen, thank you for being here.
Thank you,
Very
Carlo.
welcome. Thanks for having us.
Before we start, I would like to first play a little bit, an excerpt of a video that's going to show us a little bit of the Ronald McDonald House of New York.
Having started back in 1978,
The 30th anniversary of the Ronald McDonald House of New York is an amazing milestone.
this house was started with a lot of concern for kids.
Your child is diagnosed with cancer, your world turns upside down, and you're just trying to survive day to day and get through.
It was a sad day. Nicest doctor came in and said, you have three choices. You can go home and die, I can treat you, and I don't think it's going to do any good. Let me find you somewhere else.
I was told, we're gonna go here because this is our best chance.
When somebody stay in the hotel, it's a small room. You have no friend. You have nobody.
But when they come here, they have a whole community that they can rely on, and a staff that's fabulous.
When we provide a place that the family can stay with the child, the cure rate is much improved.
That's what the house is all about.
Yeah.
Bringing hope in every family.
Yeah, exactly.
Hope is contagious in the sense that there are many different families here hoping now together. It's a very powerful experience for the families.
And that's what we do. We provide a family atmosphere for what is a very difficult situation.
There's a whole array of wonderful.
Bill, let me start with you. In the video we just saw, there is a mother of a child who is a house resident, and that looked like a pretty emotional moment. Is life every day like that at the house?
Well, we certainly have our ups and downs at the house with 84 rooms we have between 300 and 350 people that stay with us every single night when you include sick children, siblings, and mums and dads that are staying, and sometimes aunts and grandmothers that are staying with us. But certainly we have our sad moments, but we try to always make it look like the glass is half full. And that's an important characteristic. We try to have a very upbeat personality, and we do it in a variety of different ways.
Well, if you want, we're going to get back to the house and how it operates and how things are done. What are the tricks of the house? But before that, could you tell us a little bit about the history of the house?
Certainly, we were the third house in the Ronald McDonald system. There are now over 200 houses all over the United States and another 100 abroad. We are strictly cancer here in New York City, as are the Boston House and the Philadelphia houses, both of who were before the New York house. We incorporated in 1978. We started out with one brownstone on East 86th Street and grew. We bought the convent next door, and then in 1992 we purchased a piece of property and built a facility to spec on East 73rd Street between First and York, and that is the current headquarters of the New York facility.
That's good. What is the house today in 2009? What does it represent from when it started in '78 to what it is now today?
Well, we currently have, the house is designed really to treat very, very special kids that are very, very sick with rare types of cancer. If there's such a thing as a normal cancer that could be treated, and our kids come from all 50 states and 70 foreign countries, and they come to partake in the great medical facilities that are here in New York City. We partner with 14 hospitals here in New York City, Memorial Sloan being our largest, on any one given day, 55 to 65% of our population comes from Sloan. And then we have very active involvement from NYU, Mount Sinai, New York Presbyterian, and a variety of other hospitals that are our partners. And they come from all over to participate in, really cutting-edge medical services that they couldn't get anywhere else in the world.
Actually, you're saying they come from all over. A question that I'm sure a lot of people will have is, how do families learn about the house?
Well, I think there has to be a determination if they come from all 70 countries that if your child becomes ill, you'll do anything that you can possibly do. Typical situation is you say you live in Portland, Maine, and the doctor comes back and says, we've done everything we can to help your child. His or her only hope is to go to Columbia Presbyterian Hospital in New York. And then you do everything you can to get your child to go there because you know that there's a last resort. There might be some experimental drugs that are being used. So our parents never give up hope. And so they have a lot of drive and determination, and especially those that come from abroad. They find out that the great services that the hospitals can provide to perhaps save their child, and they come to New York City, and they somehow find a way through sheer determination.
Hope is certainly a word that comes back often in the vocabulary at the house. I saw that, and we saw it actually on the tape that just ran now. How do families actually apply to get into the house? Because I believe you mentioned 84 rooms.
That's correct, and we have a waiting list, and we're filled to capacity almost every night. It's really done through the hospital social workers. First you try to get an appointment with a doctor, and then depending upon the condition of the family, the makeup of the family, the reservations are all made. The families don't make a reservation at the Ronald McDonald House. The hospitals make the reservations for
really?
the families.
So the families do not actually call?
They don't actually call, no. We have a long, and sometimes the families come and go. The child will become better, and we're all about active treatment. And the whole idea is that they are not housed in the hospital while they're going through their chemotherapy or radiation treatments or some other chemical type of treatment that they're receiving, or surgery at, say, a hospital for special